Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 5-day-per-week Wisdom and Legacy Building podcast. This is day 434 of our trek, and today is Motivation Monday. Every Monday, we will hike the trails of life that will encourage and motivate you to live the rich and satisfying life for this week. Today, we will explore the 3 trails of personal development. We are broadcasting from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. We finally had an entire weekend at our home here without traveling, so it was a nice break. We had various projects around the house on Saturday, and on Sunday we were able to worship at our church here and had some of our kids over for dinner. This certainly helps out to set the tone for the coming week without being too worn out. All of our lives seem to be overly busy in today's world, regardless of who you talk to. We seem to fill our days with activities, and it would do us all well to take some time to relax, recharge, and refocus on what is most important in life. This includes setting time aside for personal development. Today we'll include the 3 aspects that make us unique and different from any other life form on Earth. So let's break camp for today and conquer the 3 trails of personal development. If you do desire to live a rich and satisfying life that we were all created for, then there are 3 basic areas of personal development that we need to continually work on. Even if you do personally love to work, as I do, you have to understand and put into practice that you need to learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your work. I must admit that this is a challenging assignment for me. The business of personal development lasts a lifetime. What you become is far more important than what you obtain in life. There is an important question to ask yourself regardless of occupation or other duties in life. Most people will ask, what can I obtain through this work? In other words, what am I getting? Instead, you should be asking, what am I becoming? What you become directly influences the level that you obtain in life. Think of it this way. Most of what you have today, you have attracted by becoming the person that you are today. It is a fact that income and status rarely exceeds personal development. Now, that does not mean that income and status should be our top priority, but it is a gauge in measuring personal development. Sure, there are times when someone may excel without the corresponding development, but unless you learn how to handle the responsibilities that come with it, then you'll usually shrink back to the amount that you can handle. It is difficult to maintain that which you have not obtained through personal development and wisdom. So here is a great proverb for life. To have more than you currently have, you have to become more than you currently are. The world is a demanding place. There are plenty of opportunities, but you have to get ready for it and prepare for it. Just as a farmer must plant in the spring and tend the crops in the summer in order to expect a harvest in the fall, you have to invest a portion of this year getting ready for next year. And then you have to invest a portion of this decade getting ready for the next decade. As the farmer invests many long months of planting and tending the crops for just a few weeks of harvest, so a big share of your life must be invested in developing your skills in all areas of life. Personal development is a push, it's a struggle, it's a challenge, but there is no harvest without planting and tending. This is a basic law of life. It's the struggle and the challenge to develop yourself and your skills to see what you can create in a way of value in your workplace and any other area of your life. Life is all about creating skills and value and taking those skills and value to your work and indeed your world in order to realize what it will return for you. There are 3 primary trails or paths in life that you must take to make continual improvement in living the life that is rich and satisfying. This is especially true in today's fast-paced, ever-changing, technology-driven world. Those 3 trails are body, mind, and soul. Or you could say physical, mental, and spiritual. We all know that new habits don't come easy, but they can be developed. Sometimes when you develop a lot of momentum in one direction, it's not that easy to change, but it is possible. Thomas Edison once said, success is 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration. I have certainly found this to be true in my own life. You have to study the courses, learn the skills, put yourself through the grind, and do the mental push-ups to get yourself ready. Inspiration is fine, but inspiration must lead to discipline. It's one thing to be motivated, but it's another thing to be motivated sufficiently to take the classes, to do the reading, to do the repetition, to go through it over and over until it becomes a very part of you. Those are the challenges. They're not easy, but they are the challenges that if you take on, develop, and grow, will determine your place, your return, your equity, and the worth that you get from the marketplace and your world. As mentioned, there are 3 trails for personal development, and the first one is spiritual. There may be those that argue about our spiritual aspects as humans, but I have a singular belief that says humans are not just animals. Some people believe that we're just an extension of an advanced life form of the animal species. But I believe God created humans to be unique in that He has made us in His image. Spiritual qualities make us different from all other creations. I have been a devoted student of the Bible, and my faith is built on what I have studied. Regardless of your faith walk, I would recommend that you become a student of the spiritual side of your nature. I would suggest that you invest time in getting to know and understand your spiritual side, and then assimilate that as part of your worldview. In order to be a whole person, you must focus on all three aspects of your being. And the second one is physical. The body, mind, and soul are integrated into a cohesive whole that makes you who you are today. On the physical side, you have to understand that your body is a temple of God's Spirit. It is a dwelling place. If you don't take care of your home or apartment, you will have inadequate housing. It is the same with your body. You should do all that you can to take good care of it by eating wholesome, nutritious foods, getting adequate exercise, and the proper amount of sleep. Treat your body like a temple, not a woodshed. The only house your soul and mind have to live in currently is your physical body, and it is a crucial aspect of living a rich and satisfying life. When you are in good physical condition, then your self-worth, your self-confidence, and the ability to succeed in life are greatly enhanced. If you are not in good shape, it may take some time to reach that point, but once you are there, maintaining a healthy body is much easier than trying to patch up a sick body. And it is worth all the time and effort that is required. In the long run, it is much less expensive to live healthy. There are no excuses today for poor health, with all the resources we have available online and that we're able to purchase. When you feel well and look well, you'll be amazed at the opportunities that come rushing towards you. How you appear to other people, whether it's on the job, in the various communities, or anywhere else, your appearance and self-confidence will come shining through. You may think people shouldn't judge you by your appearance, and that may be true, but let me tell you, they do. Don't base your life on should or shouldn't. Only base your life on realities. Sure, when people get to know you, they'll judge you more on what they see, but at first they are going to take a look. So physical appearance is part of the physical side of personal development. Be conscious of self, but not self-conscious. There is a certain point that we need to be conscious of ourselves, take care of it, and then let it go. Some people worry about their appearances all day, and it distracts rather than adds. So take care of yourself, and then let it go. Do the best that you can, and let's get the job done. Be conscious of yourself, but not to the point of being overly self-conscious. And the third aspect of our personal development is mental. Stretching your mind, developing good thinking habits, good study habits, and pursuing ideas, and trying to find ways to apply them to human behavior in your world is essential. All of that takes mind stretch and mind exercise. Part of stretching yourself is reading and study habits. You just can't live on mental candy, so you have to have a full range of mental food in order to grow, and I call this mind stretch. Your willingness to tackle subjects that are difficult and that most people have decided to let slide gives you an extraordinary edge in the world. It takes a mind stretch. If you always back away from something that seems a little bit difficult at first, you'll leave yourself weak. You'll leave yourself unprepared to tackle the changes in your world. Guard your mind carefully and don't take on the thinking patterns of this world. In Romans chapter 12, verse 2, it tells us, don't copy the behaviors and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know what God's will is, which is good and pleasing and perfect. Another great quote from Zig Ziglar puts it so well. You are what you are and where you are because of what has gone into your mind. You can change what you are and where you are by changing what goes into your mind. This is a crucial point to remember. The three trails of personal productivity are your body, mind, and soul. Take time today to hike these three trails of self-improvement. If you don't take the personal responsibility for yourself, then you'll fall prey to somebody else's plan for your life, and they will not have your best interest in mind. Please let me know how I can assist you on getting on the trails of personal productivity by emailing me at guthrie@wisdom-trek.com. Tomorrow's short trek will be part of our Wisdom Unplugged series that we are now hiking on Tuesdays and Thursdays. These 2 to 3 minute wisdom supplements will assist you in becoming healthy, wealthy, and wise throughout the entire week. So encourage your family and friends to join us and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. That will finish our trek for today. Just as you enjoy these daily doses of wisdom, we ask you to help us to grow Wisdom Trek by sharing it with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person when you meet with them, and invite them to come along with us each day. If you'd like to listen to any of the past daily treks, they are available at wisdom-trek.com. And don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom Trek so that each day's trek will be downloaded to you automatically. The journal for today's trek is available at wisdom-trek.com, and I thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, let to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.